Tribe, it is James here from Supra with another sub. This is officially episode 12. How's it going, everybody? Chase, how are you, bro?
Sup, baby. Welcome to episode 12. I'm excited, man. I look forward to Wednesdays every week because of this reason. I'm excited to have Sam on. I met Sam when we were at ETH Denver just a couple, gosh, was that a month ago now? A little over a month ago. So, yeah, I'm stoked to have him on. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, Sam, good to have you, man. Welcome to the show. The CEO and co-founder of Growfitter. Welcome, bro.
Thank you, James. I love the design on this. It looks really ripped. I hope I get soon.
Yeah. For those
The
of wondering,
creative is king.
yeah, for those of wondering, that's actually Sam. That's actually Sam in the picture in the creative here. So he's yoked.
I think I have to prove them that is me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even going to lie to you, Sam. I don't know where our designer got that picture from, bro. Can you tell us where is that image from? Does it come from like an X post of yours? Give us the background, man.
I have to be honest, looking amazing. When I saw it, I thought for a moment that it was me.
That's so funny, man. Shout out to the creative team on that.
I love the tagline, on.
Oh.
Yeah. Big the tagline, on crypto while getting ripped. Holy mother of Lord.
Well, I mean, that's literally that's the best possible incentive you can give people. Earn crypto and get ripped at the same time. Come on, baby, let's go. All right, guys. So we're going to jump into a couple of things happening right now in the Supra ecosystem. I know that a lot of you have questions and what's going on. So we will get to a couple of your questions as well. I saw an interesting one about Project Blastoff. We'll get into that maybe towards the end of the show. But the big news is that we have launched an entire X profile dedicated to the Supra ecosystem of projects and founders, all building on Supra's L1. So the handle is Supra_ecosystem. Make sure you're following that. And that's going to be where you can get the latest news, updates on all the projects and their developments as they build out and roll out on Supra. Of course, there are currently 72 projects that we are working with, about to deploy and roll out on Supra. Sam here from Growfitter, one of them. We've actually been planning this specific X account for quite a while. And we launched it this week. Reason being, it's to coincide with our announcement of the Super dApp Showdown Season 1 winners. So we have 9 amazing winners of Season 1 of the Super dApp Showdown. 2 announced so far on that ecosystem handle. They are Pixudi and Atmos Protocol. Congratulations to both of you guys and those projects. We have had them on the SUP before. Of course, Siddhant of Atmos and not too long ago, Alex of Pixudi. So congratulations, guys, on being announced as winners of the Super dApp Showdown. And then keep an eye on that handle because the remaining 7 winners are going to be announced with interviews with the winning founders every single day for the next, that would be 7 working days. So we're not going to announce on Saturdays and Sundays because most of you guys are sleeping or you're actually out trying to get ripped. But we will announce them every weekday on that ecosystem handle. So make sure you're following Supra_ecosystem. Chase, what's happening in Web3 news this week, dude?
Yeah, so Sam, every week we talk just a little bit about kind of the biggest stories in Web3 or what's some big news that kind of happened in the Web3 space. So I think the biggest thing that happened in the Web3 space, the most trending topic would be North Korean operatives and Web3 recruiting again. And we've heard about this in the past for them trying to work for certain companies in certain parts of the world to try to get data leaks and information from these. But Google Cloud has now warned that projects building on Solana, that North Korean IT workers are increasingly targeting European blockchain projects and developers. So there is a little bit of a shift from the US-based firms. And I think that's just because maybe people are a little bit kind of on to them at this point. You know what I mean? Especially in the US, you hear about it all the time. Like this was a big deal a year or two ago. The North Korean operatives use fake identities to essentially steal secure remote jobs, aiming to steal data from these platforms and these blockchains and developers, and to generate revenue for the North Korean regime, essentially. So, Sam, I'm a curious man. How big is your team? And I know it's a crazy thought, but as a CEO of a Web3 company, or as a CEO of a Web3 company, how do you mitigate against accidentally hiring a North Korean agent? I mean, obviously you can't really know, right? But do you do face-to-face interviews with every?
Yeah, so the I'm completely against work from home. We have a complete team that comes to office, and we and we sit face to face, so we don't have any work from home. All have to come. If they want to come in, then they have to, that we have our head office. So yeah, a team of 40 people, but yeah, we all work. It's a family.
Yeah, that's incredible,
That's cool.
man. I actually love to hear that, because in Web3, I mean, let's be honest here. In Web3, we're talking about projects, we're talking about companies, talking about dApps. Most of the time, there is no home base. You do not have an office. You do not have a physical office. Everybody is remote because there's people working all over the world together, right? But for you, it's just super unique to me that y'all actually have like a actual office that y'all have to go into every day. And you're right, that does establish a more of a family feel, because you look forward to seeing these faces daily. That's incredible, man. Big shout out to you and your team.
Yeah, we have a complete in-house tech team. My co-founders is a fantastic guy. He's done his masters in artificial intelligence and blockchain. So he's research papers. So we have everything at home.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, that's one way. That's actually one way to get people to work back in the office, is say, listen, guys, we have North Korean agents infiltrating our companies. You need to work in the office. That's just the way it goes, people. Which is, I mean, that's quite a thought. Obviously, that wouldn't work for Supra, because we literally are 130 people, I think, maybe even more. And we are all over the world. Like, I think we have representation on every single continent besides Antarctica.
No,
So, like,
absolutely. I mean, we do plan to do that. I mean, we plan to go global and we start working from other bases. It's at home.
No, totally. I mean, it's not a that's not a jibe at you at all. I'm just saying, like, Super started as that sort of modus operandi, if you like, and with that size of a team all around the world, there's just no ways of reverting things. So yeah, man. Talking about big teams,
So I should ask you that.
Yeah.
I should ask James and Chase that, how do you hire a North Korean?
Yeah, dude, that's a great question.
I've always thought that Chase is a North Korean operative, to be honest.
He's on to me. Yeah. So the way that I was interviewed when I got hired at Supra, I went through like a very rigorous process to get hired here. I think I had like legitimately 7 different interviews with 7 different people.
Wow.
And they were all face-to-face interviews. So
Wow.
I guess they were making sure that my AI was good enough to where it could trick at least 7 people for him to think that I was actually in Texas. But no, I am in North Korea. Hello, I am Chase.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it.
Correct.
Huge shout out to our HR team. Like, they really go the extra mile to make sure that they have the best possible team. Yeah, so for me it was 5. Not 7. I think by the time I came on board, Chase, they were kind of like, we can't do 7 interviews every time.
No, I think
yeah,
exactly.
Reduced it down to 5. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? Like, can you imagine you've got North Korean people on your team and they're making money for freaking the North Korean government? Anyway, I guess we should move on. So big company right now. I'm pretty sure, I actually think they have also an in-office policy, open AI, of course. So this is tech news, which was just huge this week. So we had to include it. If you guys didn't see, open AI servers got completely overloaded. In Sam Altman's words, melted. So definitely biggest tech news of the week. Millions of users started overloading ChatGPT servers and GPUs with requests for Ghibli art. Of course, the sort of anime artist who I think his name is Miyosaka. I'm not really good with anime artist names, but people were putting pictures up of themselves and then getting them converted into Ghibli art at an incredible pace. Like it was just millions of people at the same time. Sam Altman tweeted on a number of occasions that their servers were melting. I think that could be an exaggeration. I don't know for sure. Also, they added 1 million users in a single hour during that sort of overload and rush
Wow.
for Ghibli art. Sam, I'd love to hear from you, man. Like,
And they
what do you do as a tech
also,
founder?
there's another news, James.
Yeah.
There's another update for OpenAI. They raised 40 billion, highest investment at a $300 billion valuation from SoftBank and Microsoft.
Man, $40 billion.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, that's
What?
outrageous.
Yeah, that's
40
crazy.
That's scary. That is scary. I
And, and
guess the DeepSeek.
and then you form for 5 million.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like DeepSeek seems to have calmed down. The DeepSeek conversation has calmed down over the last couple of weeks. But Sam, I'm curious about you as a founder. Like, when you have that kind of pressure on your servers and infrastructure, on one hand, you must be super happy to have the users, but the pressure to keep delivering to all of these new users must be super stressful. Like, how does a tech founder handle that kind of stress?
5 million plus app downloads now, James. And the best part is we have more than 600K monthly active users. Now, it's a pretty big ecosystem, and we have partnerships with all the major brands, right, from Puma, Gillette, P&G. So, it's now, an ecosystem, because the more the brands that get onboarded, the more the rewards, and, a wheel. And we've been pretty fortunate that we've got the right balance of brands, of rewards, of pretty tight in-app system, and that's why we're able to get the more the crazy reward, more the number of users.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what's going to drive it in Web3 always, right? It's like, what can you give me and what am I going to get out of this? And that's kind of how anything in Web3 goes. But the good thing about how y'all are doing it with Growfitter is that I'm getting a health benefit out of it too, right? Like, and let's say I'm having trouble trying to, get started on the workout journey. The hardest part of working out is legitimately starting a process and then refining a routine. And so when you help people start that routine, it becomes a part of their a daily life, right? Now you have daily users on the application, and that's really what you want to drive. So yeah, I'm really excited to talk to you about this and learn more. I also want to talk about the OpenAI Ghibli situation.
You've seen, Chase, you must have seen the new, the reel which viral of Ashton Hall. He's also a fitness, puts water,
Yep.
His face underwater with lime, and that's gone like crazy.
Yeah. That's I think that was probably the biggest meme over the last couple weeks on the internet is the ice face and banana bucket, which is crazy. But okay, so next.
Exactly.
All right. So, anyways, moving on from kind of the techie news stuff, from inside and out of the industry, I should say. Let's dig into your story, Sam. Let's talk about Growfitter a little bit for those that maybe don't know you and haven't heard about Growfitter. So, Sam, you've turned fitness into a treasure hunt with rewards. Where did the wild idea come from for gamifying health? Like, first spark in your mind? Where did you get this idea?
So it's a funny story. And I came to India, and one of my friends, at a very early age, was overweight pre-diabetes. So, all hell, went loose, and we decided that, we have to go and join the gym. But when we went to the gym, we saw that, users actually pay money. We got an idea, what if we can actually give a free gym membership to everyone? So we built in a platform where just, go to any gym, let's say Gold Gym or Anytime Fitness or Fitness First, pay a membership through Growfitter, and we have a pretty smart, and if you scan that QR code for 250 days in a year, your membership becomes free, and a lot of rewards, to come weekly. And that,
Yeah.
it was more like a pull marketing, and a lot of people, started. The pain point in the gyms was that the retention ratio is pretty low. With this campaign, ratio just shot up by 90. Started coming regularly to the gym. They thought that we're gonna come 250 days and get a free gym member. If I tell you the actual results, you will be super surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's with that. It's that simple, though. You know what I mean? It's like getting people to the gym is they just by knowing they can get a free membership for a year. And if this is broken down over 12 months, depending on what your gym is, it's like a couple $100, $300 or whatever. But just knowing that they're going to get something out of going to the gym every day. And once you're there, it's like, well, I might as well just work out for 5-10 minutes, even if you feel like shit that day. Like, let's say I don't feel well, but I need to go get my scan in. I got to go get my 250 scans. I got to get that free membership. So I'll get there and I'm already in the gym.
Yeah, you got
minutes. Yeah, okay, so perfect. So you're already there. Like, you might as well at least get a little bit of a sweat in, whether it's go sit in the sauna, whether it's go run around the track or lift a bunch of lightweight. Like, that's a really good idea. And so, yeah, it makes sense to me that something like that would easily take off, especially, like you said, retaining members in a gym. When's the most popular time to be a gym owner? Like the first month of the year, like January, new year, new me. Here we go, baby. I'm going to do it this year. I'm finally going to do it. Never ends up working out like that. Go in February, mid-February, the gym's a ghost town again. So the idea of rewarding them for coming daily is a genius campaign.
Yeah, and that's how we started, and but then COVID came in, and the went to zero overnight, and that's where we build. That's how we basically then switched on to a model where users just do their daily walk run cycle and basically earn a lot of big rewards.
Yeah, that's
Sam,
awesome.
I'm really curious though, man. Like, you were a chartered accountant, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's quite a pivot from
That's right.
chartered accountant to Web3 fitness founder. How did you make that shift from accountant into fitness? Were you not vibing with the accounting industry?
So you saw my pic. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, so I was always into fitness, and I was unlike an accountant. I really never liked, but I come from a pretty educated family. Like, pretty important for me. My mom was and we have a family of doctors, so I was like the black sheep, and I had to do something, so I took up account. But I never found it pretty interesting. I was always wanting to meet new people, something, and as I said, when we saw that my friend was ethic, we decided about it.
Yeah, that's incredible. What about your?
And then when we entered.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
We saw the big opportunity on chain because winning big rewards, showcase them. So we said that if we can actually put all these rewards on chain, actually transparently see how many people have actually won Apple AirPods, mountain bikes. I think this can become a pretty big ecosystem. And then once we launch this global, and then we were invited by the Korean government, right in the middle of pandemic. We got selected, out of 6,000 startups for 5 months. We did our entire met some big conglomerates, and that's how we launched Growfitter.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what do your parents think now? So now that you are no longer an accountant and you are the founder of a Web3 company, what do they think about it?
Yeah. So initially, what am I going to tell my friend? You are not an accountant. You sit on the street.
Oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. So Growfitters got people.
But the good part was, no, but Chase, then finally called Shark Tank, and that was the time where she called me and she said, "Hey Sam, I invest in your company."
Hey.
So I think I won
We love
there.
that.
I won her.
We love that. We love that. Well, Growfitter's got people getting active for NFTs and real world assets. What's the craziest reward someone's earned though? Like how far did they have to push themselves to get it? Have you given away a car, an airplane, a house? Like what is the craziest reward that somebody has gotten through the Growfitter platform in your opinion?
No, we actually. So it was BMW 300cc bike that we had given, but we've given some crazy rewards. Yeah. But that was, so the best thing is we've given away some crazy rewards, but we now are like 2.5 million users. So we've given away a lot of iPhones, a lot of assured rewards on the platform. So it's not just, a lucky draw, but we basically give you some big long-term if you stick onto the platform, which are short.
Yeah, I love that. I actually downloaded it last week. So I work out 5 days a week. I take the weekends off, but I downloaded Growfitter. Yeah, James, sorry, pal. What, bro? So I charted, or I logged in for the first time on Monday, and then I did it yesterday. Wait, it's today Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So I did my walking this morning. Yeah, dude, days run together. So I'm gonna be interested to see, like, at the end of the week, like, or how many days. I guess I'm gonna see if I could get anything rewarded at the end of the week, and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram, being like, "Hey, I worked out 5 days on Growfitter."
Chase, I'll send you a Netflix.
Baby, let's go.
Boom.
Yeah, but I'm excited to like see how the reward system works. Obviously, when you first log into the platform, you can't see any rewards because you haven't done anything. You're lazy. So I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to log my workouts so I can get some rewards too. And once I do, I'm excited to share them. I'm going to post them all over my Twitter.
So certainly,
Sam,
we are not. Yeah.
No, continue. Carry on, man.
No, just to add, James, we are not available in all countries, so we're trying to expand. So right now we're pretty big in Dubai, Southeast Asia. We're launching, US also on plans. So I'm sure Chase has not seen the rewards, which are on the other side of the world.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of those rewards.
Is it a regulation thing, Sam? Like you just want to remain compliant before going into each country?
No, it's also to do with logistics. You got to partner with, because we do a lot of tangible physical rewards. To give you, a token on token and APY and APY. We want to actually give you some real world rewards, because when someone sees a physical product coming at home, and somebody using your bag, using your smartwatch.
Now, Sam, talk to us about Shark Tank India. Look, I know that this is something that everyone wants to ask you, and you even spoke about it when you were on an X Space with us, but I'd love for you to chat to this audience right now. That massive stage that is Shark Tank India. Break down the most nerve-wracking moment when you were pitching to the Sharks. What was that like? And what did Aman Gupta's belief in you mean to you personally at the time of the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, James, I was a big fan of Shark Tank US, to be honest. And, whenever I used on YouTube and Amazon, I used to always stand up and say, oh, had I been have said this, I would have said that. And then, finally when Shark Tank, it's the same franchise that came in India. I just applied for it, but it's not that easy, as it looks. A reality TV show, and you basically have to go through a lot of selection process. So they basically have round one. You have to take a small video. Then you have round two, where the producers of Sony actually behave like sharks, and then you have the round three, where you basically are invited to the studio. It's a big grand studio. They train you for 3 days, and then you have to go and pitch. And as everybody retake, this is actually like a live show. You don't get any retakes. And when I actually went in, the lights were so flashy, I couldn't see anything ahead of me. So I was actually like pitching in but
That's crazy.
fantastic experience. I mean, it was pretty nerve-wracking, because there's so many barrage of questions. It was the first season, and it was pretty but said that, Sam, so there were, again, startups that had applied, and only 300 had got into the, only 67 got funded. So I still remember the producers of the show there and get a deal. If you get a deal, the chances of you coming on air are pretty high. Went in and I gave it all tricky questions, but he actually gave an actual mountain bike on the TV show. Sharks, we actually had and finally we got a deal. So Ama manufacturers and wearables brand in India, it's more than a $4 billion brand, and we were pretty elated, because there is a direct business. So now even you can wear their smartwatches and get a lot of rewards through Growfitter.
Yeah, that's incredible,
awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Just real quick before you jump into the next question, Chase, I just want to answer this question right now live. Rajesh Sapkal asks, what is the relation to Supra and the Indian Shark Tank in India? It's real simple. Growfitter, the app, they won on Shark Tank India, and they are deploying their app onto Supra. So Supra holders, Supra token holders can actually integrate with the Growfitter app. So that's the relation, Rajesh. Just wanted to let you guys know that.
Yeah, awesome. And I mean, Shark Tank is such like a worldwide brand, and you mentioned like a US Shark Tank. Legitimately, that's one of my favorite shows of all time. I still watch the reruns, like when it's on cable. It literally is a show that's ran every single day. So big fan of Shark Tank. To just know that you were on there is, I couldn't imagine how excited you were being a fan of the US version, and then obviously them coming to India and you getting on the show. I bet that was like a really full circle moment for you. I can only imagine the excitement that you had. And kind of going into the next question, Web3 and fitness aren't exactly gym buddies yet. You know what I mean? Like when you think Web3, you're not thinking somebody that goes to the gym for the most part. So what's the biggest misconception people have about blending these worlds that you found? So like, let's say people ask you what you're building. Oh, I'm building Growfitter. It's a Web3 app that forces people to work out for rewards, essentially. And they're like, you're going to force some neckbeard to work out? That sounds crazy to me. Why are you going to do that? They're not going to work out. What are you talking about? So what's the biggest misconception or like hurdle you've had to face there?
No, now, we basically now changed, our narrative. Take one line now, we are like the first crypto offering, now RWA and brand rewards platform. There are no free lunches in this world, and I think I still remember the quote when someone had said that when you have money, you have 1,000 problems, but when you have a health problem, you just have one problem. So we were very, very clear that we wanted to build something on Web3 with real utility. So certainly, generating, integrating real world rewards and connecting your health. I think that's like a full circle.
Yeah, I love it. And like I said, I work out 5 days a week, so it'd be easy for me to just make your platform a part of my daily life. And the thing is like once you have a routine, when you get out of your routine or you miss a day, you feel guilty. So it's like making you're not only forcing them to be a daily active user on your platform and in your app, but you're forcing them to actually be active in their day-to-day life, which I think is the biggest goal here, right? Like that's the point of the company. You said from the beginning you were trying to help a friend that had early onset diabetes. It's like, so from the beginning it was always about health, but being able to reward people by doing that is a really great idea, man. And I'm on board. I'm on board.
And I think blockchain, whenever initially during the bear, people used to always question, what's the real
Yep.
the real utility of crypto. And I think Growfitter, there is a real utility, because now what we've done is we've integrated keyless, and what we want the users to do, that the pain point is, users perceive very are purely for speculative gains. But on Growfitter, you can just come on and play a quiz. We've just launched this Supra quiz on Growfitter. You come in and through keyless wallet integration, you get every time you get a right answer, you basically mint an NFT. But the best part here is if you collect 5 NFTs, you can redeem it for an actual real world smartwatch. You collect 10 NFTs, you can actually you basically get a short PlayStation 5. So we've now crossed more than 1 million on-chain transactions on Supra, I think, time, and people are just loving this integration, with NFTs and real world rewards.
I love that. I love that. Speaking of, I took the health quiz yesterday. I don't know if they change every day, but I took the health quiz yesterday. That shit was so hard. I got 3 out of 10 right.
You failed, man.
I know. Actually, this is the I couldn't answer. Beginner questions are like this beginner for an AI, agent, and not for a human. So
yeah, dude,
so I them that there are no AI agents here.
Yeah.
We basically want to keep it pretty beginner level.
It was like, what levels of chloroform are in the back end of a tetrahyd carbonate atom? It's like, what the hell? What
Come on, bro.
that?
You don't know that? You don't know that? Come on, bro.
It's so funny. At the end of it, I was like, dude, I don't know anything about anything.
Maybe the AI Chase is an fitness expert, so we need to basically give him those tough questions.
It cooked me. I felt terrible leaving that chat. I was like, I'm gonna go walk around for 30 minutes.
I know.
Turn my Growfitter on.
We're gonna get the question.
No, it's funny.
All right, Sam. So, listen, man, we want to know if you can show us the app to all of our users right now. I think we've got like over 1,000 people watching. Is there any chance you can give us a little sneak peek or an example, a demo of the app for us on the live stream right now?
Absolutely. Let me share my screen. So can I presentation, James? Sorry, I'm a little new to this.
No worries. Yeah.
Can I click on presentations or something?
There should be a little button that says
share screen,
or it's like an up button.
1 minute.
No worries, man. We shall wait. Let's see.
Next to the video
just
button.
1 minute. Presentation.
It's right next to the video button. It should be.
Okay. No, then this is presentation. You got to upload. Well, just 1 second. Should I go on settings?
Yeah, maybe
It may
different
be
on
different.
phone. Yeah, yeah.
May be different on a phone, so he may need to get his laptop on board.
Have you downloaded
Joseph,
the Growfitter app by the way?
it's not available in the South African App Store.
Wow. Get wrecked, bozo.
Yeah, man. What can I say, bro? Like,
Sounds like a user issue to me. Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
I
I
would.
think I clicked the
No, it's
Oh.
wrong
you
button.
clicked exit. You clicked
Let me
exit.
just check. Video. I think should I click? Local video requires a. Okay, should I click on?
No, it should be like a
I
share
have a
screen.
feeling, Sam. I have a feeling it's if you're on your phone. I have a feeling it's not going to give you the option. So maybe we'll just keep chatting for the next 20 minutes.
James.
Yeah, I think that could be it. If
Is
that's why it's
Grow
not
here?
giving you the
Wait.
Oh,
option.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Should I confirm we are an
Yeah, if you,
app first?
sure. No worries, man.
Uh, maybe I have another idea. I have two phones.
I'm waiting.
Show. Maybe I can show. Maybe I can use the front camera and then show you the app. Let me try that way. Okay, 1 minute.
I don't
Or
know.
Chase
It's a little.
uses his phone.
Yeah,
So
actually.
he can prove to us that he actually downloaded it.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Can I log in? Oh wait. Here we go. Here we go.
No. Let me show because I think there's money that's coming in. Oh, fantastic!
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is
Thank
the one.
you very much.
This is the one. So I'll just show you the app, James. So oh wow, fantastic, Chase. So the app is called Growfitter, and as I said, we basically have, we have all these rewards on the platform. As I said, you basically get free face wash, you can get iPhone, you can get green tea, you can get a Nike shorts. I mean the list is just endless. Let me just show you here. Is it visible, James?
Yeah, we can see that.
It's yeah.
Yeah, so you basically get crazy amount of rewards. Now let's say I want this face wash, so I just have to click on this face wash, and the moment you activate this becomes an on-chain on Supra, and then it'll just tell you what activity you have to do. So it says that you got to basically minutes, and the moment you activate this goes in your my reward section, and then you just do any one of the activity. It's either walking, it's showing some mirror image. Let me just back camera 0.
Oh, well played.
Oh, it's
I'm
showing
actually going through.
incorrectly.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So basically, you the activity of walking, running, cycling. Now the best part is if you want to do 40 minutes, the best part is we basically have a motion sensing proprietary algorithm. So this does not work indoors. You actually have to go outdoors and do the activity. We also have some crazy challenges. We have the IPL, and here you just have to walk 10,000 steps, and you can basically win some crazy rewards. Top 20 performers get whey protein, and we basically giving some crazy big rewards.
Do they get tickets to the IPL?
Whoop band.
Oh yeah.
And
I want tickets to the
yeah,
IPL final,
yeah.
man. Quinton
IPL is a big.
Quinton de Kock gonna take the final, man. I'm telling you, he's
Holy mother of law, James! You understand cricket? Are you South African?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course I am, brother. Cricket is like my second.
Oh my God!
Y'all should play baseball. Play a
Oh
real
my
man's
God!
But we won't get into this conversation,
So,
Sam,
and then
because Chase is going to eat our lunch because
Chase, we are going to beat you down on this. You have no idea. Cricket is religion, in our country. So
I do want to say.
but anyways,
hold on. So there was somebody that asked, "How do I get the app?" Go to the App Store. Go download Growfitter today. Go download Growfitter
Yes,
right now. Oh wait, by the way,
just go on the App Store,
wait,
just type
go ahead.
Growfitter,
Yes.
and you can get some crazy rewards. Now the best part is, we also now have launched this amazing Supra Squid game, and as I said, you just take the moment you come on this platform, you basically get a keyless wallet integration. You just start the quiz, and every time you get a right answer, you basically mint an NFT. Now the moment you mint this NFT, it starts coming on chain. If you collect 10, you get this smart wallet, and if you collect 15, you get an assured PlayStation 5. So we had 25 already, 14 have been claimed. So guys,
Nice.
you can come here and now stake your NFTs and win real world rewards. Now the best part is, we are very soon going to launch our token, and we are going to launch something crazy on Supra. We are going to give away some assured rewards, on staking our token. We are going to give away some assured rewards like Apple iPhone. We're going to give away PlayStation 5, Marriott hotel stays. So stay tuned, guys, on GFit token, and you're going to get some crazy rewards on staking, GFit and Supra. And not only that, we are also now launch some crazy brand NFTs, and we can talk to you more about that as well.
Yeah, and if anybody is looking for,
And then we also now the best part is, you basically so everybody was asking me, what's the utility of the token. So the best part is, the tokens can also be used as an in-app currency to basically mint crazy rewards. So just for 7 cents, you can get this peanut butter worth $10-20 absolutely free. You can get this perfume for 9 cents. You can get Netflix subscription. You can get this bike, smartwatch. So now you need not actually go and sell your token. You can get up to 90% off on real world rewards, and you can basically redeem your tokens to mint these rewards.
yeah, that's awesome. And I do want to say, somebody just asked, can you share the link to download it, to not download the fake app? If you go to my Twitter, I just retweeted a link to download it. For anybody that is interested, you can go there and find it. But also just search Growfitter. You won't find the fake app. It's spelled just as it's shown here. Also, something I did want to bring up about the rewards. Like, so how long, like, let's say I claim something. How long does it take for me to get that reward in my hands?
Within 7 to 9 days.
Baby.
And now what we've done is we've so and we also share all the list of winners, and that's where I think blockchain is going to be very, very effective. Right now, we're just sharing the photos, but now users can actually see whether the user has got those rewards on chain. We can show all the data transparently. So now we need not actually just share the photos of the winners. Everything can be seen on Supra on chain.
Yeah, that's
Come
awesome,
on,
man.
baby. Come on, man. I mean,
So I'll just switch my camera to front facing.
Yep.
yeah, thanks, dude. That is,
Sorry for the interruption.
No worries.
yeah,
No
no
worries at
worries,
all.
man. No worries. Proof of
Yep.
rewards for the win, man. Like
Yep.
that's really that's what I love about Growfitter is you guys are one of the most um uh real examples of utility for Web3. Like
Yeah, for sure.
that's what it's all about, like this is what Web3 was designed for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and let me show you my house, guys. Just in case people think that are these rewards for real. So this is basically my house right now. We basically have all kinds of rewards. James, Chase, you guys can come in for a quick shop, and you can
Damn.
get all these rewards. So
There's no
brands
space to
basically. So
live
we
there,
we've
man.
got big brands like Puma. Let me show you some of our rewards. We basically get hundreds of free trimmers, we get thousands of free smartwatches, we get headphones, and we are now tokenizing all these rewards on chain. All these brands absolutely offer us free products because whenever they launch a new product, they basically want to do free sampling. And because we have such a big ecosystem and so many users, there is a direct incentive for the brands. These are the kind, initially we used to send these kind of couriers every day. I mean, it was pretty crazy back then. But now we've done Shopify integration, so we directly ship it through the brand
Yeah,
network.
that's great. I love that
So
idea. You're
And this used to be like our gift box to a lot of users. It had a smart wallet. This was more like a travel kit. So we just love when people win rewards.
Yeah, I love that, man. Well, I'm excited to get some stuff off of Growfitter because I legitimately am gonna see what, and I want to like save my points to like get the biggest thing possible. Like I'm gonna get a fucking PlayStation or something, but I am gonna do
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely. And this is the real utility, right? So that's why we are so excited
Yes.
about the token, that you can. So let's say we launch the token for $1. The user need not go and sell it on the exchange. He can actually get a $5 Puma T-shirt for just one token for $1, or like $100 Puma shoe for just $20. And the best
Yep.
part is it's neither the investor nor the retailer burning the token. It's the brand that fund the burning of the token. And the
Yeah.
second big thing that we are going to do with Supra is launch these brand NFTs. So you can stake as little as $10 of Supra or GFIT token, and you can mint a 5 movie ticket NFT, at 50% off. You want to go to Starbucks, just take your Supra or GFIT token, get 25% off on Starbucks coffee NFT, flight tickets, smartwatches, Puma, and many, many more.
Yeah, that's incredible. Because
mm,
the
mm,
thing
mm.
is like you talk about, well, let's just talk about Web3 in general, and just dApps. A lot of the time, the first thing people ask you, what's the utility? Like, okay, well, why should I waste my time like being invested in this project and wasting time on it? And for you, the answer is very, very easy. It's like, do you like cool shit? Yes. Okay. You're the target audience for me. You like being
You know,
active? Perfect. You're the guy. So the utility.
like ironically, when I used to go to these Web3 conferences, and pardon me for this, and people used to say all these big jargons, off chain, on chain, and blockchain, and we basically going to build APY and all that jazz. And I used to find it pretty funny because I used to ask them, what do you do? And they used to say, oh, you don't understand crypto. But we uh, and degens, and to the moon. So I was like pretty clear that we wanted to build something real world. And the best part is we are a revenue generating company.
Yep.
So we've already done more than $1 million, because and I think once we launch the token, we are very confident that with real utility we can create a long-term sustainable platform. We can do all of this on chain, at super fast pace, completely transparent at very low cost. So we are the oracles of real world rewards.
Yeah, absolutely. I love
I
that. That
love
kind of
that.
leads me. Oh, go ahead, James.
Nice. No, sure. It's just a nice little ode
The
to Supra.
Oracle.
The oracles of real world rewards. I like that.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
But
exactly.
yeah, Chase.
And that's kind
Good.
of perfect. It kind of leads right into my next question too. Go ahead, James.
No. I mean, I was trying to get you into that next question, dude. Take it
Yeah,
away,
dude, the,
brother.
the segue was perfect until we fumbled it right here. You know what I mean? Look at us.
I know, right? You see, you
But
baseball players, bro. You baseball players, just you need
okay,
big
okay,
gloves
okay.
to catch the
Hey,
ball.
hey, hey, hey.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right, all right. So, Sam, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about your partnership with Supra, just as we were talking about, and why you partnered with Supra. You're bringing Growfitter to the Supra ecosystem, and what made you choose Supra. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but I would love to hear more about why you made that decision.
No, so when I had the conversation with Josh as well, we are now clocking crazy amounts of data on our platform. In fact, we get so much of data. We exactly know whether Chase likes walking, running, cycling. Based on that, what kind of rewards you like, whether it's food, fashion, clothing, electronics. Puma wanted to launch the new Nitro shoes. They wanted to cater. Jockey wanted to. So we basically wanted a platform that can handle so many transactions at one go. In fact, I remember I'd spoken to Supra team and told them that we want to break your chain, because we did like 14 billion steps in the last 6 months, and we can get every step as an on-chain transaction. So I think that's where it's a no-brainer to work with Supra, because we can get so many transactions. Time we've introduced a concept known as Paymaster. So when the user comes on our platform and mints an NFT or mints a token, it's completely gas free, it's gasless. The user need not pay anything. And this is all possible only, we have a keyless wallet integration, we have a paymaster, everything is completely free to the user. So this caters even to the major non it's the non-native web3 users as well. So anybody who's new to crypto, who's new to web3, he need not get those gas fees, go on some alien chain and try and get a rug pulled. He can just come in, play the usual way, and everything will be smooth.
Yeah. I mean, but like, how many times have you, and I'm a Web3 DJ, and I've been in the space a long time, NFT projects, gaming, whatever. I do it all. But a lot of the times, like you mentioned, the gas fee situation, I will go to play a game or something, and I'll go to have to sign a transaction to whatever, start the game, and it'll be like 1 cent in gas. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna like go through the trouble of having to go and buy your token and then use Relay to send it over to the layer 2. It's like the process of me having to get the money over there, it immediately pushes me out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. So for y'all giving that and like making it free, the experience for the user is much more seamless, and that just makes onboarding even easier, which is the biggest issue in Web3, right? Like the onboarding experience and making
Absolutely
people feel
bang
comfortable.
on, Chase. This was the pain point, and we were very clear. And that's why Supra is pretty inexpensive even in terms of gas fees. But again, to go through that entire hassle, now that we have the paymaster, user can just come in, win rewards, do his activities. He can also do an in-app purchases. He can take the premium membership, and we can still make money. So and it's completely seamless.
Yeah, I love that. Oh,
And
I think you're
we've already
My bad.
hit 1
that's incredible, man.
Man. So, I mean, 1 million transactions on Super is crazy. So, I want to know exactly how far along down the road you are. Like, are you fully integrated with Supra's L1, or is there a little bit more final touches that need to happen for Super users and holders to be able to use Growfitter from their Star Key wallets? How far along down the road are you in terms of that integration between Supra's L1 and the Growfitter app?
So we've done a lot of integrations, especially on the reward ecosystem side, James. As I said, users can basically get those rewards as NFTs, and then you can redeem it for real world rewards. But as I said, we have yet not done the integrations for steps, for activities. So that's going to be our phase 2, and then phase 3 will be basically going to launch these brand NFTs where you can stake your Supra or GFIT, and you can basically get free movie tickets, Netflix subscription, Starbucks. So that's why I said, we are along. We're going to offer a lot of excitement to Supra as well as Growfitter users.
Yeah, that's super exciting, man. What's the
To
what is
break the
the
chain.
yeah, exactly. So I want to ask you a little bit. I want to ask you a question about like users and communities. So what do y'all see is the most sought after item? Is it tech related items? Are you seeing fashion? Are you seeing like people wanting plane tickets or gift cards? Like what are y'all seeing in the data that the community is liking the most?
Hands down, electronics, Chase.
Yep.
Everyone loves electronics.
Yep.
That's been like our hot and buzzing sector. But certainly people love fashion because
Yeah.
people love shoes. You go to walk, you run, you need shoes, you need your gym wear, you need your gym bag. So certainly, it's a combination. And not only that, we also have a lot of consumer brands, and now we've got in a lot of big Web3 brands. We just did a big integration with Sandbox. We basically launched like a Growfitter game inside of Sandbox, and now we call that concept as triple farming, where you can basically play the game, you can mint the GFIT token, you can get sand tokens, and you can get real world rewards. So and that's what is the new concept. That's what we want to bring to Supra. We talk this about triple farming. We can work with a lot of Supra projects, We can work with a lot of GameFi, SocialFi, RWA projects as well. Like, you can basically, even with DeFi projects, we did one partnership where you basically, take 10,000 steps and you stake your ETH or your, token, and you can get half to 1% more APY if you are a Growfitter user, or if you do 10,000 or 50,000 steps.
Yeah, I love the idea. I love the concept of just forcing people to earn their rewards, right? It's like, it's such a cool concept to just like,
No, but people
hey,
love
I'm
it,
gonna
Chase.
go.
Like, we get a lot of users who are like, "Hey Sam, I've been a marathon runner. I've been working out, but no one has ever rewarded me anything." And people love
Exactly.
the small. People love the small stuff. They don't want you to give them the new sports bike or the new car. Even giving them peanut butter or a smartwatch or even a t-shirt goes a long way. And
Yeah.
initially
So
people came in. Absolutely.
yeah. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit. So everybody has those things that you have to buy in your life that you hate buying. Like for me, it's like buying a new pair of shoes. It's like, I hate doing it. It's just like something to me. It's like, ugh, I dislike doing that, because it's like, well, my shoes are still fine. My wife disagrees, but I'm like, they're still fine for me. They work. But if I had the option to just earn those and not have to think about it as like me going out of my way to buy shoes that I don't necessarily need, it's like, that's so rewarding in its own. It's like, you're saving me time, you're saving me effort, you're saving me stress. I don't have to worry
So
about
so
like
so
why
James,
I'm buying new shoes.
next of our Puma shoes which get redeemed, I know who's it.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be me buying running shoes on there. That's funny, man.
I mean,
No. In fact, we are doing some. We're gonna come up with a big marketing campaign with Supra. We're working on some crazy, real world rewards integration as well. So a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
coming in,
excited, and
guys.
I can't wait to learn more. So I know we are running a little bit over, and you're a busy man. I don't want to keep you too long, but we do have a couple user questions, if you don't mind, that we'll answer. The first one being, do I need to connect wallet to the app, or there's an inner wallet? OLU.
It's a default in a wallet.
Okay.
You don't need to connect your wallet. That's the beauty of the platform. The moment you come on the app, we basically create a default wallet for you, and you can basically, as I said, it's a paymaster. You need not pay any gas fees, and you can basically start collecting your NFTs, your tokens, in that wallet on chain.
That's incredible. So if y'all are listening, go download Growfitter and start earning rewards. Go touch some grass, okay? It's healthy for you.
yeah,
It's good
baby.
to get off the internet.
Yeah,
Go do
baby.
something today. And so the next question.
No, and we are going to launch something crazy.
Okay, let's hear it.
Sorry
No,
to
no, no,
cut
no,
you,
no.
Chase. Like, we are going to launch something crazy we are going to launch something crazy in coming days where users can and please keep a tap on the Growfitter or the GFit website. Short iPhones, PlayStation 5, and Marriott hotel stays just for staking. Also, it's
Mm,
just the start.
mm.
We're going to do some big announcement with Supra as well, and people are going to get assured iPhones for sure.
I love this. Well, get in now. Go start early. Get used to the platform. And then so our second question I have, if you could fast forward 5 years, what's the dream headline you love to see about Growfitter?
No, so it's people talk about TVLs and market caps and to be the next $1 billion. But I just want to share one example which really motivates us to get going. User again, he was overweight, diabetic. He came on the platform for rewards, but he actually wrote a pretty emotional email to us that he got his diabetes back under control because he was pretty active on the platform. So I think making 1 million users healthy, that's what our motto is. And I think if we can achieve that, I think I'm the richest guy
Hey,
in
I
crypto.
cannot agree with you more. And I tell people this all the time. I say wealth is of the mind, rich is of the pocket. But if you were wealthy, you never have to worry about the pocket. Just be
Mm.
wealthy of your brain, work out, be healthy, do things that make you feel right, do things that are right in the world, and it all comes back to you. It really does. And I can't agree with you more. By you just making people be active, it's like it's the little things that make a big difference. Does that make sense? It's like you're making these people that maybe didn't want to work out, didn't have the motivation, didn't have the drive. Now they have, well, shit, I don't have the money to buy a PlayStation, but I can go walk and work out every day and hopefully earn the rewards to win one. You know what I mean? So it's
health is the real wealth,
exactly.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful thing, brother. I'm fully supporting you, and I'm excited to see the future.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that really gets me excited, because this is truly world-changing stuff. Like, you're literally impacting people's lives for real, you know? And I love that vision, like not looking after big headlines, big news. It's really just, hey, we want to make 1 million users healthy. Like, that's powerful, man. That is powerful. And I think, you know, that kind of vision is going to be 10x. It's going to be 100x, because it just is the kind of vision that's going to snowball. So Sam, man, like, this has been so great. Thank you so much, not only for giving us the hour, but for what you're doing. I think your work is incredible. Growfitter is truly something to watch carefully. You guys are absolutely killing it. And it's a privilege to have you working with us, man, and have you integrated with the Supra ecosystem. So
it's an honor for us. No, it's an honor that, you know, we sharing our story, you know, sharing our passion. And I think, you know, as I said, you know, we are for the long term. Ponzi or you know, we are not going to be rug pulling anyone. You know, these are real legitimate users. So pretty excited, you know, for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to hop in here and say, if you aren't following Growfitter, go follow them on X. Growfitter, just like it sounds. Be sure to follow them. They post announcements all the time, updates, things you should be looking out for. And who knows, maybe you'll see something about the Supra and Growfitter.
Absolutely. And just on the last bit, you know, today, you know, people talk about AI agents, but nobody really understands, you know, what data much of James and Chase. So when we talk about OpenAI, DeepSeek, these tons of data, and we collate that kind of in phase 2, working with Supra, we've already health AI, where users, you know, based health data on the platform, we can basically create, you know, and help them achieve their health goals. You know, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to gain muscles, whether you want to stay healthy, it'll tell you based on your entire metabolism, you know, how many calories you need to burn, how many steps you need to take. So if you take 5,000 steps instead of 10,000, you know, the AI agent will say, hey, today you can't have a burger, you need to have, you know, a salad. So we're working on some pretty insane stuff.
Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want
as
that
well.
agent.
It's devil's advocate in your pocket at all times. It's like, hey, fat boy, not today.
No cheeseburger today. Oh man. Oh man. No. Sam, dude, you're an inspiration.
That would be amazing. I love this. I love this line. No more eating, fat boy.
No more eating, fat boy. Yeah, no more eating, fat boy. No, no judgment. No judgment to anyone that may consider themselves a little over the scales, you know. But
hey, burgers are good.
This has been amazing. Yeah, burgers are good, brother. Guys, we're going to wrap it up right here. Sam, thank you so much for your time. We will catch you on X. We will look out for more announcements coming up. And Chase, dude, this has been real fun, man. Thank you, dude.
It's been a pleasure every week. Sam, thank you for coming on with us. It was a pleasure meeting you. It was great getting to know more about your
thank you, guys. It was to be here and looking for announcements. So guys, stay tuned. You know, check out Reawrds.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Baby. We'll see you next week.
Stop,
Stop, baby.